Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to our Pokemon Sword and Shield. Last time, we wrapped up the remainder of the Isle of Armor, save for the Honey Quest, because we need a few 100,000 more watts. This time, we are beginning the final DLC. The Crowned Tundra, which is pretty much where the remainder of the Let's Play is going to be. And might I just say, I love the Crowned Tundra! Where would you like to fly to today? Let's head to the Crowned Tundra Station. Before you head out though, be sure that you have a Pokemon that can take down some strong Pokemon, because the difficulty is only going to go up from here. Exponentially. Ah, this must be your first visit to the Crowned Tundra, am I right? I'm researching Pokemon biology around here. A number of ancient and rare Pokemon seem to have been spotted in the Crowned Tundra, you see. If I update your Pokédex for you, will you help me with my research that what species appear here? I don't even get to say no. Now we have attained the final Pokédex. Do your best to complete your new Crowned Tundra Pokédex. Alright then. It's been a while since I came back home. It seems a lot's changed. It's a lot colder than I remember, and there are so many rockish Pokemon wandering around. So yeah, things are going to be a lot more difficult now. Anyways, here's the Pokemon Center. I highly recommend buying a lot of Pokeballs. A lot of Pokeballs. I'm going to buy a couple for storage, just that way I have some general healing, I guess. And that should be good. Pokédolls if you're coming here early. Now then, when you head out here, prepare for a rough fight. Especially if you are just starting out the post-game. Or I guess, you can start here at the beginning of the game. Come on, Dad. Lay off and quit following me already. I'm going to go on a Dynamax Adventure in the Max Lair, and I don't need you breathing down my neck. I'm here to battle loads and loads of rare Dynamax Pokemon. Don't you fret. I know somewhere way more fun than that musty old place. Get ready for loads of quality time with the coolest dad ever. What a generous and totally unwanted offer. Afraid I've got to say, no thanks. Is everything alright over there? If you try to go, excuse me, hello, lend a fellow trainer a hand, would you? You can't get away from the roadblocks. Come on, Nia, be reasonable, or get ready to be ultra mega embarrassed. I'll unleash the noble roar of Dad. Yeah, I'll take a hard pass on that, thanks. Ready or Gormati? Excuse me, hello, yes, you, the boy over there. My dad's been stubborn as steel, and he won't leave me alone. Back me up, would you? Okay, brilliant. Have a great time with this geezer, then. Now hold on, lad. Can't say I approve of you butting in blindly. But if I give you a trouncing, this young lady here ought to see a reason. The name's Peony. Brace yourself, I'm pretty ferocious in battle. And now we are fighting Peony. Peony is starting with Copperage, level 70, sheer force ability, high horsepower, heavy slam, play rough, and super power. Yeah! Aren't you the brave one, taking a fight with a once-time gym leader? And here's the scary part. You can come here as soon as you have access to Motostoke. Meaning, you can get absolutely, brutally destroyed. How fun is that? Hence why I saved this DLC for now. Not bad at all, but watch out. Next time it's my turn. Alright. There we go. So yeah, probably a Steel-type gym leader once upon a time. Clemboris level 68. I'll get pelted by the hail. And next up, a new Pokemon, Aggron. Ugh, what do I do with Aggron? Do I want to punch it? I'm gonna punch it. Aggron is level 70, sturdy for the ability with a Citrus Berry, Body Press, Stone Edge, Crunch, and Iron Head. So, as you can see, Steel subs as they come. The more hits it takes, the more Ultra Mega determined it gets. So yeah, there's a reason why this is post-story. I guess post-game stuff. The entire Tundra was intended to be post-game. And there's the Citrus Berry when we're kicking in too, so yeah, have fun with that. And Body Press is going to hurt. It has high defense. Alright. There we go. And I guess another close combat to wrap this fight up. It's not terribly hard. There's only 2 Pokemon that's level 70, but it's still really rough, all things considered. Especially if you come here from the very start. I think that's kind of a hopeless boss fight. Alright, our guy is level 73. I guess it's not my place to be bragging. Look at me, taking a thrashing from a youngster like you. My darling daughter's disappeared! Where have you gone, my sweet Nia? Darling daughter, huh? Of course, my Nia's the sweetest, darlingest daughter a dad could ask for. I brought her out here so we could have a proper father-daughter trip. First one in ages. And now we've got here, she grabs the first trainer she finds and makes him a decoy and legs it. That's my dear Nia for you. Just to hear her backward way of showing her papa she loves him. Must be. That's the type of girl she is. Ultra mega charming, isn't it? Still, without her I can't start an adventure of legendary spots I've planned for us. She mentioned wanting to have a gander at some place called the Max Lair, didn't she? Sounds to me she wants to have a good old papa to chase after her. Well, she needn't worry. I'm not one for wasting time. Which means it's time I get a move on. Cheers for a fine battle. I'll be seeing you then, lad. Take care of those strong Pokemon of yours. So, with that fight all done, you do not have to win that. And that is probably the biggest downfall. Because if you were able to win that, then you pretty much don't need the reward there, but here we get ourselves a full resource. So this entire area is meant to be post-game. Like Experience Candy M, you can come here as soon as you have access to the first area. Alright, Ultra Ball. You are seeing how potent these items are. Ice Heal, okay. I guess we're in the icy area now, and a Heal Ball. So he has some very good items around here, and a Snowball too, I guess. Okay, so yeah, so obviously this area is even more broken than the first area, but this area is meant to be post-game. Because, okay, another den there. As we're going to see in this fight here, the Pokemon are going to be a lot higher level. This Piloswine here is going to be in the 60s. This isn't a post-Eternatus thing. This does not change at all. This Pokemon is the same level as would be if you started the game. So yes, this is the post-game area. Hooray! Our first new Pokemon available. Our first new Crowned Tundra Pokemon. Alright, no need to give you a nickname. Actually, no, you're not. What am I saying? I'm stupid. I just see, ooh, Ice-type Pokemon. Alright, Odd Incense, which is used to breed for Jinx. This is a new Pokemon. As you can tell, I am pretty tired. This is what happens when you've been working full overtime. So yeah, so Jinx is technically the first new Pokemon. I'll be going over all the bios here of the region. However, though, I'll be making it as if comparing Pokemon, how good they are, kind of like on a metagame standard, because some Pokemon are way better than others for post-game stuff. Alright, how do I want to go through this fight? Zen Headbutt, hopefully this goes for the kill. This doesn't kill, but probably will because... Oh, hey! I'm surprised because Jinx has, like, no defense whatsoever. Ew. I'm calling the cops. So yeah, so the Pokemon here are going to be very strong. Meaning you are unable to catch any of these Pokemon until you have 8 gym badges. Okay. Gotta risk it, I guess. I mean, I got max revives for days. Now remove my, perfect evade, I guess. Oh, hey! Jinx doesn't want to commit seppuku. Very nice. There we go. Now our first real Pokemon, the Crowned Tundra. So yeah, so the Pokemon here are obviously very strong. Like, a lot stronger than what you would normally see. So yeah, so some of the strongest Pokemon available in the world are available here. Another Pokemon that's new here is Swablu, which I'll be honest is not that great for post-game. I mean, it's a decent enough Pokemon. I like Swablu, but for post-game standards, it's not that great. There we go. Then again, Swablu has a high catch rate, so not surprising there. Alright, add you to the decks. Yeah, I'm going to be straight up honest. I love the Crowned Tundra. The Crowned Tundra, I'm going to be honest, is probably my favorite part about... pretty much the entire part about Sword and Shield. I wanted to encounter that Amara! Well, over there is Peony. Ah! This must be the Max Lair that Nia was talking about. Which means my darling daughter is in there right now, having a giggle of some rare Dynamax Pokemon. Oh, it's you again. Well, kid, maybe you ought to come as well. Alright, just hold on, Nia. I'm coming. Here comes Papa! Like I was going to say, Amara! Ah! Yeah, I really want to encounter Amara because you can encounter fossil Pokemon in the wild. Just think about that. These Pokemon you originally had to revive from fossils, and now they are roaming free. That's actually kind of cool. Yet at the same time, what have you done? I mean, it's a cool thing. I mean, I'll be honest, I really like Amara. Amara's probably one of my favorite Pokemon. I really like Amara and Aurorus. Yeah, sure, they are really great Pokemon, but I do like them. Just, I really like their designs, and they have some interesting parts about them, too. Mostly their refrigeratability is really good. Alright, there we go. Yay, we got Amara! Alright, Rosaline is 73. So yeah, really good place to get your last minute experience, I guess. No, thank you. Yeah, I do like Amara. His shiny form is actually really cool. Pun, of course, intended. Alright, what's you? Swinub! And just trying to think, because there's not too many new well, I guess actually there's a lot of new Pokemon in this first area. But overall, there's not too many new Pokemon available here in the wild area. Alright, that looks like death. Most certainly. But it might have its hidden ability. Alright then, so depending on the weather, you'll be able to encounter some different Pokemon available here. Here we go. A big Pokemon in the Crowned Tundra. A Dino. I'd say that Blissey's probably the best Pokemon for grinding experience in the fog, but if there's no fog in the Crowned Tundra, a Dino is the next best option. A Dino, I would say, is probably one of the best Pokemon for grinding experience, much like in Gen 5. Just because a Dino has a huge experience growth rate, and they're not too hard to kill. Only problem though is that they don't have an exploitable defense stat. They're more of a well-rounded Pokemon. But yeah, that's quite a bit of experience. Another good Pokemon to grind up for the post-story, I guess. Post-game. And yeah. So next up, I'll not bother with Cryogonal. You can try heading on into the town here. And when you do so, you are not stopped. You can head further. You are not stopped. This is the cool part about the Crowned Tundra. You are free to explore it as you see fit. This is probably the most open the Pokemon game is. However though, there's some problems here and there though. There's some roadblocks that you can't quite solve because it involves some mysteries and such. Such as this ruin over here. We don't necessarily, well, we might be able to go in there. Do peony skip maybe? Yep. So you aren't able to actually access a lot of the content for the story for here. But you are able to explore pretty much freely throughout the area. Which is all fine and dandy, I guess. Oh well. So I'll be kind of going over to the areas as we see fit. Oh. I guess we can encounter this now. I'll go over that much later on. Because that gets into an entirely new subquest, and I'll be honest, there's a lot of open worms there. So I'll save that for later. The next thing we're going to do here is come over to behind here for Cosmic Power, another powerful TR. Well, I would say powerful, but it's not really that great. I mean, a certain Solrock user loves it, but it's a decent enough thing, I guess. Yes, that's more or less all there is here. Another very cute Amara there. So the next thing to note, though, is that we're going to be it for the episode. Just because of how I'm going to kind of do this out, just kind of do like one area, a few Pokemon, a few story stuff. It's a mess trying to wrap this all out. So, next time, Pokemon Sword and Shield. We're going to head on into the Max Raid Den and see what we can get there. So, for the rest of the episode, welcome back, Bios. How much I missed ye. Alright then, so I guess with this, we're going to start up the bios for the post story. There's quite a few different Pokemon you can get here. I'll be kind of more basing them on how good they are kind of like competitively, because there's insane power creep here in the Crowned Tundra. Like, there's a lot of Pokemon these Pokemon have to compare against. And if they're kind of just a little bit lackluster, they're going to fall off very hard. So yeah, so I guess the first Pokemon available here in the Crowned Tundra is Jinx. Jinx is an okay at best Ice Psychic type Pokemon. As a Pokemon, it's a very special focused Pokemon having 115 special attack and pretty good special defense and speed, making it a pretty good special attacker. The huge downside though is that it has no defense. Not quite Blissey low, but still very low, combined with hardly any HP, makes it a very frail Pokemon, and a good physical move will knock it out with ease. This alone makes Jinx not very worth. Its move pool is pretty okay, Psychic and several status moves at its disposal. Despite it being a special attacker, it does learn quite a few physical moves, which it does not have any attack stat whatsoever. As for good moves it can learn, Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, Ice Beam, Energy Ball, in the TR department, it does work pretty well. Overall, it's an okay Pokemon, but having had bad defense, it's not really that worth it, I would say pass. It really could have used a new evolution or a Galar form, but I guess Mr. Mime took precedence. Yeah, Mr. Rhyme is much better for Ice Psychic type Pokemon. Next up is Amara. I really like Amara and Aurorus. I really like their designs. However, though, it does not translate well for how good it is. As a Pokemon, it's a fairly bulky rock Ice type Pokemon with okay attack and a lot of HP and special defense. Trade-off, though, is that A, it is pretty slow, and B, its typing. Rock Ice is terrible. One of the worst type combinations in period. So many weaknesses, it's not even funny. Its abilities are pretty good, though, to compensate. Refrigerate is the main one, and it works really well for Amara as it has quite a few normal type moves, which are now going to translate to Ice type, which means that, well, you're going to have Hyper Beam hitting for 150 ice damage. Yeah, that's going to hurt very well. It does have access to Snow Warning also for a hidden ability, which is also really good because it works well for Aurora Veil, which oddly is an egg move. As for other moves, Meteor Beam is really good on this Pokemon because it's a special rock-based Pokemon. So yeah, other moves includes Blizzards for Snow Warning, Freeze Dry, Thunderbolt, Psychic, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon, and Stealth Rock. It has a lot of good potential making a decent Pokemon. However though, because of its well-rounded nature and terrible typing, makes it kind of eh. Next up is a Dino. A Dino is the Crowned Tundra's Crowned Tundra's EXP Pokemon. As a Pokemon, it's all about support and defenses. Its attacking stats are pathetic at 60, but a good bulk of the 103 HP and 86 in the defenses, making it a pretty defensive Pokemon. It works well in max rate support Pokemon with the Light Screens, Life Dew, and Heal Pulse, making it a pretty good supportive Pokemon, which is pretty nice and dandy. As an offense, it kind of lacks there. There's nothing really there. And overall, it's a niche Pokemon. It's more based around support, and for single player content, it's kind of not really that great. Next up is Cryogonal. Do you think this Pokemon had better defense than Jynx? As a Pokemon, Cryogonal is a special based Pokemon, but instead of a great special attack, it has a really good special defense, 135, and plus really good speed, making it a pretty good Ice-type Pokemon. However, though, much like Jynx, it does have no physical stats, and plus its move pool is eh. It has moves like Ice Beam, Solar Beam for some reason, and Flash Cannon, but that's really it. It doesn't really learn that many moves, and it's kind of one-noted. It does have access to some elemental screens and all that stuff, which does kind of help it out in the support department, but otherwise it's an okay Pokemon, just lacking in a lot of things. Next up is Swablu. Swablu and Altaria are okay Dragonfly type Pokemon. It's in a bad spot because A, it's very weak to ice, and we're in the Tundra. And next up is that there's a lot of power creep and a lot of very powerful Pokemon here, which is going to fall off very easily. As for a Pokemon, it's a very defensive-based Pokemon, having really good defensive stats. Its offensive stats aren't really that great. It does have access to Cotton Guard for prolonging battles, or Parrot Song just to troll you. It really could have used some Mega Evolution back to make it pretty good. Other moves includes Dragon Pulse, which is pretty nice. Moonblast, though it's no longer fairy for its Mega Evolution. Heat Wave, Ice Beam, Earthquake, Iron Tail, and Hurricane. It's more on the supportive side, which is different from your other Dragon-type Pokemon. However, though, once again, it's just kind of lackluster because their other Dragon-type Pokemon can just destroy things really fast, and Swallow doesn't have the advantage of Mega Evolution like it once did, which kind of makes it kind of eh. Next up, and lastly, is going to be Magmar. Magmar's on Blazing Sunny Days. You can find Magmar and Magmortar here. Catching Magmortar is a trade evolution because, yeah, as a Pokemon, Magmar is an okay fast fire-type Pokemon, but Magmortar trades some of its speed for better attacking stats, and is a very diverse move pool. Level up pool is pretty bland with a few fire-type moves. TRs and TMs it includes Rock Slide, Earthquake, well not Earthquake, Elemental Punches, Thunderbolt, Psychic, well I guess Earthquake, and Focus Blast. It has a pretty diverse move pool and can hit many weaknesses pretty hard. Main downside though is that Magmar doesn't have great defense. It's still better than Jynx or Cryogonal and less weaknesses. It is pretty straightforward Pokemon to use. All around it's pretty alright, not fantastic. Magmortar is a pretty good Pokemon. Just, again, power creep kind of left this Pokemon behind. So that's all the new Pokemon available here in the Crowned Tundra. Not really too many, but yeah. But there's more to come. Next time, Max Raid. I'll see you all then.